Tech Gremlins. Hello and welcome to the Daily Atheist Morning Show. I'm one of your hosts, the amazing Super Chris. That is Darante, the amazing Super Darante Lamar, and the lovely and beautiful Rion. I was going to say the lovely and beautiful Darante, but I don't want to make Dee Dee, jealous.
Darnate.
I don't want Darnea beating my ass. She's like, you flirting with my man. I don't want none of that.
This is the funny one. Darante is the good-looking one.
Dashing and handsome.
I'll take it.
Good morning, everyone. I hope you're all
extra glitchy today, Jesse Bear. It's aggravating me. I might go off camera because I hate looking at myself doing this robotic.
Do you want to restart your computer, bless it, pray over it, do some holy water? Jerome, we still got to do that. Yeah. We'll be here. We're 2 hours. Dos horas. If you speak French. If you speak French. I'm sorry, French people. That's bad.
Rid.
Hasta la vista, baby.
Yes.
That's Spanish.
There you go. Let me say we got to run on our normal thing. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Daily Atheist Morning Show. Those are cool people. I'm a cool person. You're cool people. And here's our atheist commercial. Don't forget to sign up for atheism. It's you save 10%.
Life is complicated. These are trying times. There are many questions that need answering. Want to know what's going to help? Atheism. With atheism, you'll get rid of dogma, superstitions, and toxic thought patterns that are holding you back. You can drive while taking atheism, as well as use heavy machinery. In fact, drinking alcohol, fornicating, and Sunday mornings are far more enjoyable with atheism. However, there are side effects. Some evangelicals and fundamentalists will think you are possessed by the devil. But you don't have to worry, because you know the devil isn't real. Just like God. Wake up to your life. Believe in yourself. Believe in science. Atheism.
And we're back. If the smooth, sultry voice of Andy Hall calling you to leave your faith and embrace atheism isn't enough, I just don't know what would be. I mean, I really can't, I can't say. So
that smooth voice soothing me into atheism, like a lullaby. It's like the Pied Piper calling you to sin.
Yes. Calling you to sin, calling you to hell.
Yes.
Isn't that's probably like a movie somewhere. It's a great movie idea though, if it's not. Hello,
if not. You have the rights to that, Chris. You go right ahead.
I'm stealing it. Let me say hello to everybody. Captain Dadpool is here.
Good morning.
How are you doing? I hope you had a great week so far. It's Thursday, my fellow burners. Yes, she's got the thing, man. She's figured it out. Look at that. Mr. So-and-so is here. Good morning, Mr. So-and-so. I see you've made it around the channel, man. Welcome back. I hope you're doing good. Yes, the Bible is so vile. It says, you may not be the same Mr. So-and-so. And my memory is shit. But anyway, so good morning, Rainbow Wrath. Good morning. How are you doing? I remember back in the day. Yeah, everybody. Bomb Poppy, nice to see you. Good morning. This morning, Bomb Poppy. Ember, hugs, Ember. Hope you're doing good, staying safe and warm out there. Adam, good morning, Adam. Wonderful. Man, look at everybody's already stacking up. All the cool kids are here. Producer Wes is here. Everybody be chill, man.
I want to be.
If I'm nice, maybe they'll let me on. They'll let me on their show over there. If I'm
maybe
nice.
You have to ask nicely, Chris.
I do. Be like batting my eyes. Will you please let me on your show? I'm a bad.
Do a little shimmy, little jellicle shimmy there, and I'm sure.
Jellicle shimmy. That's right.
Well, I've been for that.
Is he? Yes, I've been on Skeptic Haven. A time or two. It's just been a long time. That's where I met.
You.
Secular Ray. Did we meet there? Yes. I was stalking you in the chat.
Because we were on. I think it was a Christmas stream. It was some holiday stream that we were on.
I'm going to circle back to that whole my memory is shit thing we were just talking about.
Oh, don't you worry. That's no worries. Mine is too. You'll see. I'll be in mid-sentence and forget what the hell I am.
As long as we don't have children somewhere, you're not going to go, and this is little Chris. Yeah, that hasn't happened in a long time.
Oh boy.
But then I moved. Everything turned out okay.
It's fine for you, right?
That's right. I'm funny son of a bitch. I can't help
boy,
it.
Chris.
I actually adopted. I adopted a son. I adopted a kid.
Did you?
My wife at the time son.
Okay.
I adopted. He needed a dad. I needed a kid. You know, I didn't have one. I looked in the truck. There weren't any. And so I was like, you know what? I'll take that one. And so I adopted him. Yeah. And, you know, I mean, he's my kid. I'm his dad.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. Yeah. I'm okay. We're okay. We're all right. He's far away. I'm here. I moved away. It made it all better. No. That's true. Actually, you know, he's kind of following in my footsteps in so many different ways. You know, I mean, like, I was playing the cello. I taught myself how to play the cello. I then forced my cello on him, and he was playing the cello. And I taught myself to play the piano. So then I forced the piano on him. And, you know, it's just a wonderful father-son dynamic.
Sounds like a great relationship, Chris.
Yes. Yeah. It is funny.
Hello.
There's a long story. Good morning, Tsunami. How are you doing? Rainbow Raft. Chris Mallard is unhinged. I indeed have 0 hinges. I looked. I did. I think we lost Darante. He may have went a little too far with pouring the holy water on his
Where did
computer.
he go? He went out into outer space to reboot, I think. He might have went down to hell to get some of those waters that might quench his computer's thirst.
Well, you've heard him, right? He's probably laying hands upon it. I say thou will be healed.
So,
And then push the button.
Something needs fixed on his computer. Don't know what it is, but
Something.
yeah. Part of me feels like it's just like on the RAM or something.
Yes, I think there's
memory
something.
to keep all the things going at one time. The way it like lags and catches up.
You weren't able to hear that, and I really got to fix this. But the evil one is in the chat. Good morning.
Oh,
Good
hello.
morning, the evil one. Yes, whenever she gets the opportunity to join us in the chat. And she is, I mean, you are her personal favorite. You're like, you know, if they were to pull down the damn show and just keep one host, it would probably be you.
Get out of here, Chris. Let us be alone.
I know. I was watching the chat yesterday.
Here. Come on, man.
I was watching the chat, and they're like, well, where did Darante go? This was yesterday or something. And you said something about, if you're lucky, they'll keep you, or you're waiting for me to kick you off the show. I was like, really? I was waiting for her to kick me off the show. I'm just here for my looks, my witty banter. You people know stuff.
Banter.
Yes. And the crotch cam.
And don't forget about the crotch cam, Chris.
Can't forget about the crotch cam.
That's important.
Oh, wait a second. You know, I want to show you guys, if I can. Somebody went to the groomers yesterday. Would you like to see?
Oh, yes. Who? Which one? Which
Okay.
one?
You know the one. I mean, the one who was starting to look like a homeless dog again. Let me bring him up.
Is it Ollie?
It is indeed Ollie. Here he is. There.
Oh, hello.
Wrong end.
West
Wrong
side.
end. There's Ollie.
Oh my goodness! What a little
There he is.
fluffy
Oh
pup.
my! I know he's a little fluffy dog.
baby.
I know. He's like, bitches, leave me alone. I'm trying to sleep. He's been, making sure all my equipment is working.
Oh, that face.
Is he going to yawn for us? Look at that little cute little
Oh, he
face.
just looks like he's leaning into you.
He is. It's a struggle snuggle. He can't get away.
Hi,
He loves his
Snugglebug.
papa. He is, and now I think he can actually see the. Oh, there he goes. That was a little yawn he had.
Little one. I saw that.
There we go. Hard, get back down there.
We got lots of Ollies in the chat.
I know.
There's 2 Chris's on the screen.
Yes.
Am
and
I
Ollie
Chris?
and,
Oh, okay.
Papa and son, of course.
Right. Chris Jr.
Both dashing and handsome.
Which one is
Yes. I think he's the dashing one, because when I try to dash, I usually pull a muscle. I don't dash anymore. Good morning, Jason Freer. Thank you for joining us.
No frolicking,
Well,
no dashing.
Yes, I haven't frolicked in many moons. But it's on the calendar. Yes, there will be frolicking.
Okay.
I want to mention that today, somebody in the chat, I made a, oh, that's so much better.
Oh, Chris.
I made
Do you
a
have special glasses?
sunglasses, but then I look like a jackass sitting on a stream
Don't they
wearing
make
sunglasses.
glasses for that kind of protect all around, but they're not,
Maybe.
you know, you can get them as dark as you need them to, and they probably help
Maybe.
with the computer too. Like
Fortunately, at the moment,
the rays.
I don't actually. Maybe. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you. I don't have a headache yet, but I do feel the sensitivity to the light. That does. I mean, it's like a pressure. When I did that, it was like taking a wall off. So I'm just going to do this and just kind of tone it down a little bit. I don't want to look like I'm some sort of weirdo sitting in the dark. That is better, more gooder. And I've got a long day on the stream. I got 2 hours with you. And Darante, maybe if he shows up. Oh, that's I gotta say something. If he can make it back, let me make the note. Darante, Darante. Okay. But then after this, I've got a little bit of a break, short, tiny break, and then I got to be on they're having a channel growing fundraiser stream over on the ACA on Atheist Experience, and I get to be on the Atheist Experience for the first time ever. I know. I'm growing up. I'm gonna be a grown up.
Okay. So we can all head over there. We can do a train. We're gonna run
here's
a stream train.
Yes, we can absolutely. Now, here's the deal. I do like to support. I brought the KY. Here's what I'd like to do, though. I do indeed, as part of the stream, you know, they even asked me to do, you know, about building community and all that business. I feel it's my obligation to continue doing that. So after this stream, when my show is over, normally, humbly, I would link over to the ACA's Atheist Experience. But there's an hour's gap between this show and that one, and that's fine. But between now and then, the apostate atheist, the guy who recently I talked him into giving me a link, he runs his show after this. So I'm going to go ahead. The link is there, and people will automatically be linked over to him to be entertained for an hour by him. And then after that, you guys can come over and watch me on the ACA.
He's going to warm up for you, and then you're going to...
Yes. Yes. It's all about building community, and hopefully
maybe
we can
we're
do that.
warming up for him.
Yes,
Maybe
I'm his fluffer.
Yeah, we're just fluffers here.
We're the atheist apostates fluffer. Now wait till Brentley hears that. Is it Brentley, right? Or Brent? Brentley? I'm sorry, Brentley. Brentley, if you're watching, which you almost certainly aren't, but if you were. A warm-up session. Brentley, it is Brentley. Ember, yes, the punk apostate, yes. Ember,
Punk apostate.
Yes, the punk apostate.
I've been tuning in.
Yeah. When I get the chance, usually after I'm done with the stream, I'm like, I gotta go. I gotta get out from here, you know. I got something else going on. So, but yes. I want to look around. I actually do have a poll this morning.
Oh, show me your poll.
I know. Now, in this case, this morning's poll was blocked by YouTube. YouTube took it down minutes after I created it. Surprise. It's the first time since I've created the New Daily Atheist Morning Show that they have pulled something down. Now, on occasion, they will say, you've used language in this and where you cannot monetize it. They won't let you try to put advertisers on it. That doesn't happen very often because we watch our kind of language to a degree, but they pulled it down. And the reason why they pulled it down was because, let's look at our poll now, and I'll explain to you why. I'm going to bring this over here. I'm going to share the poll. Okay, and here is the poll of the day.
Yes, left-handed Jedi. They pulled on Chris's poll.
They did pull my poll.
They yoinked on it.
They pulled my poll. They did. And they didn't kiss me or anything. There was no romance at all.
Not a drink.
But really, it wasn't really the time for romance. It was more about getting business done. Anyway, married life, if you ask me. Okay, so I'm funny, some bitch. Okay, so what's the worst biblical advice to apply in real life? So that's the question. And the first answer, as you can see, is if your kids talk back, unalive them with rocks. Okay? And then there's the biblical scripture, Deuteronomy 21:18-21, which says that if your children speak back to you, talk back to you, you should stone them to death. Originally, I did have stone them to death here. And YouTube said that was a bridge too far. Is that the proper
One
phrasing?
step too far, Chris.
That was a little too much for them. They could not handle it. So, I think it's interesting that the Bible is so horrific that there's so much of it that you cannot say in polite company, such as on YouTube.
Yes, they're delicate ears.
They're delicate ears. Well, yes, of course.
So the sensibilities.
As it were. Oh, I wanted to mention, this is a kind of unfortunate because Darante, there was this message. Let me come back to us. Darante, hello, computer. Come on, you can do this, right?
Do it. Work
with me here. Oh, it's already there. I'm not a smart man.
Okay.
So I made the show for today, and I posted it out there. Here's the show for today, and it's got me, you, and Darante. You saw the thumbnail. Mm-hmm. And somebody commented on the show saying, that's cool, or maybe it's Facebook post or somewhere. They're like, that's cool that, but you should change the thumbnail and take Darante off. People might show up who want to see Darante. And I'm like, Darante's still on the show. He's still a member of the show, as far as I know. And just show up, he'll be here. And then now he's not here.
We swear. Yeah, wouldn't that be funny? We just started adding people to our thumbnail. We'll just add Derek to our thumbnail.
There you go.
Oh, he's a regular member of the show. He's just not here today.
You know what we could do? I've got some bad intentions. Here's what we could do. We should create a show like for tomorrow. Oh, we should do this for tomorrow. And we should do it with Derek. Okay, we'll do this with Derek. We'll create a show for tomorrow. I'm a bad man. I'm going out. We'll put him on the thumbnail. We'll tag him and everything, and we'll announce it. Facebook, everywhere.
He's going to be like, wait.
Or we could even, that's right. We could even put new host and Darante's baby mama.
Oh my God, I think he would pee himself. Oh, that would be so funny. So.
All right, everybody, don't tell Derek.
Everybody has to be in it. How funny if everybody went over to like his last video and was like, oh my God, congrats on your new job at the Daily.
That's awesome, man.
Oh my God, what a prank.
Well, that'd suck though if he's like, awesome. Then he showed up tomorrow and he's like, hell yeah, I'm here. I'm like, dude, I was just kidding, man. You need to leave. There's the door. Let me just leave. Don't let anybody see you leaving. Brent says, yes, do it. I think that's a pretty good idea. Do you guys think that's a pretty good idea? I'm thinking Wile E. Coyote. Brent says, if Darante is raptured, I'm converting. Maybe that's what happened.
Yeah, and maybe that is what happened. He got raptured.
Ain't nobody here but us sinners.
Got raptured.
Oh yeah, he may have raptured that computer out. Yeah, I can see that happening. Redeemed, it was redeemed unto the Lord.
It's about time.
I offer this. Yes, a burnt offering. I can see that happening.
My hard drive is fried. There you go.
Yes,
there's my burnt offering.
Very true. That really is easier on the brain. Man,
feels better.
It does feel better, more gooder.
I do keep it rather dark in my room as well because the amount of time I spend looking at the computer, sometimes it does get to you. Hurts.
I guess I don't have. It looks all right. I don't have to have that much light. Maybe I was just going overboard. I was like, yeah.
Cool. I think you look really clear on looking at YouTube. I think you look crystal.
Awesome. Okay, Funk. Yeah. Good morning. Thank you for joining us, Zombie God 242. Sandy, is Sandy leaving? Are you flouncing again, Sandy? Sandy likes to come in. Where's Sandy?
Don't leave.
Leave? Okay. Where's Sandy? I don't know what happened.
Sandy said, say the word, I'm out of here.
I know. I mean, it's been a while since Sandy was here, unless I missed it. Good morning, Sandy, if you're still there. Like a bad strip club, stock photos. I'm not sure why. Yeah. Good morning, Sandy. Hope you're there. Funk, yeah, says shenanigans afoot. I think Funk, yeah, I think we're onto something. I mean, yeah.
We're either going to make people laugh or piss people off.
I was thinking that too. I was thinking, he likes me up into this point. Who knows? I don't know. He may have, And then here's what the deal is. Whenever he doesn't show up, or if he doesn't show up tomorrow, then we'll be like, I don't know what the guy said he was going to be here. I don't know. You know how he is. And just lie on him. We are atheists, right? That's what we do. There's sinning afoot.
Of us.
Oh, what's that called? There's a phrase for that. It's called, bearing false witness.
Bearing false witness.
Let's go bear false witness together tomorrow.
How fun.
Or he would show up. That's fun. Everybody in the family can do it. Just ask the Christians.
It's fun for everyone.
It is. Brian, you're one of the sauciest ones in the chat.
I like to pop in there.
Yeah, I see that.
Question.
Get them riled up. Get the mob.
Get them riled up. And then leave.
Yeah. OB Atheist says, Chris, let's go barefoot tomorrow. Heck, I'm going, what do they call it? Commando now. So I'm all naked from the waist down. Isn't that how you go? Let's go. I gotta be free. Barefoot.
Mommy,
I thought
I
that.
was like barefoot. Like, what's that mean? Bear claw? I would love a bear claw.
Yes.
I'm hungry.
Yes. Oh my goodness. There's tasty stuff. I got tasty stuff right over there. I'm gonna try not to eat it before the show's over.
Jealous.
You know me. I was sitting there at the end of the show. It's rude to eat on stream.
I don't think anybody cares.
They don't care. I don't think they care so much. They don't.
No, not so much. As long as you're not chomping in the mic.
Yeah. I got an excuse. Got to keep my sugar up. That sort of thing.
Yeah. It's all about your health. That's what we're worried about.
All about
here.
the health flies. Mm-hmm. Actually, yeah. My blood sugar's all good. I got all that managed. I get squicked by eating noises. I get squicked. Okay, I get you. Some people are really into that noise stuff. And what is it called?
ASMR.
ASMR. Yeah, they're really into that thing. It's not my thing, really. It's not my bag.
I like some of it.
Do you? Are you into some of it?
I do. I enjoy, I have used ASMR on airplanes to just keep me super focused. Like, it just takes away what's happening around me. The fact that I'm out of control. So yeah, it helps me just be with myself and not be as afraid.
Awesome. I get that. That makes sense. Yeah. I use
ASMR.
We use rain to sleep with. I have rain going to sleep. It helps with the noise. Either me or the evil one. Hey, look at you. You got those things figured out.
Finally, after a week and a half or whatever it's been.
Yeah.
Is it 2 weeks?
Well, yeah, maybe so. You've been tinkering with it off and on.
I think that it's been 2 weeks now.
I'm going to do this thing. Captain Dadpool is available, willing to sit in for Darante for the moment. If you're not against it, I know how you said you really don't like that guy.
Don't tell him I said that. Oh my God.
I know. I didn't tell you. I never said a word. I didn't tell him.
No, absolutely, whatever. That's cool.
Yeah.
Moving on up.
Yeah, it's actually the same link. Yes, I saw the message. Gotcha.
Oh yeah, it's the same as you had before.
Yes. In fact, anytime I've had other people on the show, I've sent them the same link, so all my buttons here work. I just changed the name on the screen so it says whatever their name is.
Whoever they, yeah.
Like I don't have a lot of people on the show, but you know what I mean. Oh, Michael's
makes it easier.
Yeah. So, looks like Captain Dadpool will be joining us in just a moment. It's actually getting close to time. We'll introduce him for those who don't know him. Whenever he comes in, if he comes in. And he's like, oh, he sent me a link. Now I'm going to go do my hair.
Slick back.
Yes.
The ponytail going.
That's right. I can put mine in a ponytail now.
I think unless he just got his hair cut recently, I'm not really sure. But he does have a ponytail sometimes. Shaved side. Slick back.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Cool. I'm going for the founding fathers look. I'm going to get me one of those blue ribbon and just tie my hairs together.
Like Pap's blue ribbon.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Sexy, man, sexy right there.
We
And
just
then
need to do
anytime,
like a puffy pirate shirt to set the tone.
how do you know I don't already have one or two?
Oh well, I have a feeling you
I mean, you're
possibly
judging.
would own something. Hey, Deadpool, how are you?
Yeah, no, but
Hey,
literally,
hey.
I was like, oh shit, the link, and I'm still in my robe and like my tank top. Yeah, I'm like,
Hide your nipples.
look human.
Let me
You look
update the
human
name
enough for
there.
this stream anyway, Ricky. No worries.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you do have a little top knot going on there, don't you?
Yeah.
I call it my paintbrush.
There you
I
go.
want to know what you're painting with that thing, Ricky.
No, paint all kinds of things.
You know, you really could
know what
call
that
it
meant.
art. Yeah.
Good.
We could ooh, here's what we
Is
could
that
do.
what
We
your
could
wife
do one of
calls
those.
it?
We could do one of those things where they tie you up like Japanese, Japanese tie you up kind of thing. It's so sometimes erotic, but not always. We
Shibari?
could do that.
Is that what it's called?
There you go. There you go. And we
Okay.
could do that, and we can hang you upside down
Oh,
where your
I
head
know what you
is
mean
like
about that.
touching, and then right, and then we could dip your hair in paint and swing you on the floor while you're all
okay,
tied
yes.
up, and that would be art, and we'd sell it Captain Dadpool paint art.
We could do that.
we
The
could.
stranger works of art have been sold for more.
Is
That's
there
true.
anyone in the chat willing to pay a few K for this? We're just curious.
Just curious, yeah. Just throw that.
That's what's like, wait, I do not settle on the price yet.
Oh, I'm here for it.
Yeah. Hey, you had me at a few K. I'm
I'll
like,
do it
really?
for free as long as I get some attention out of it. That's all I want. I'm just
I just want
Rub
to
my belly after.
Sub to my channel.
You're gonna get like an hour of being tied up and then untied. You're gonna get all the attention you could use,
I am.
and then once the blood goes to your head. Good morning. Thank you, Captain Dadpool Ricky, for joining us this morning. How you been?
Yeah, no problem. Good. But, high on life.
How'd your debate go? I did watch it, but unfortunately I didn't catch the live, and I'm so mad because I was like telling everybody to go watch it, and then I'm really good at that.
The debate was weird.
Okay.
Because I was uber prepared and I had a whole presentation, cited all my sources, showed all my information. But the other guy, they did a poll and it said that he won because he had some really wild out there claims that he just kept like throwing at me constantly, and I couldn't like keep up with him. Like, but I was like, really? What the fuck are you talking? That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
Gish Gallop.
But
Yeah,
like,
Gish
he
Gallop.
shouted me down. I'm like, this is why debates are shit. Like, I came with all the facts. He didn't cite a single source. He just talked and said a bunch of bullshit the entire time. And apparently people liked that. I'm like, all right, that's fine.
He may have brought a lot. Who was this guy? He may have brought a lot of his personal viewers with him to the show, and
That's possible. I forget his name.
David something, I think. I do
Yeah, it was
forget
David.
myself. I mean, I found a lot of the things he said interesting, but I think it was more of an exercise in what could be versus, in my opinion, what actually happened. You know what I mean? Like, hey,
Yeah.
what could have happened? Oh, sure, like that maybe could, but is that what happened? I can't.
Yeah, like it could have happened in the sense that anything could have happened.
Right. We don't really know
Yeah,
what happened. We're just using.
As far as the
information
evidence
from
that we do have,
Yeah.
like he couldn't back up anything he was saying with any any data. He was just saying, yeah, Jesus was on drugs. That's why he survived the crucifixion. Like, okay, how do you know that? Give me one. One thing I said is like I can give you 100 examples, or I can give you 1,000 examples of people being crucified, 100 examples of people of the tombs being empty, 100 resurrection accounts. I can only give you one example of somebody who survived the crucifixion, and that was when Josephus saw that 3 of his friends were crucified, and he went and begged the emperor to have them taken down. The emperor said, take them down and make sure they get the best care possible so that they recover. And 2 of them still died, but 1 of them did survive. That's the only account I was ever able to find of someone. So I'm like, show me the evidence. Show me where we see this demonstrated in history. Like, are there other accounts of people surviving the crucifixion? Yeah, only 1.
I have an interesting thought on that. Now, it's not something I'm going to go not a hill I'm going to die on. It's just an interesting thought. Let's just allow them the notion that Jesus existed. Allow them the notion that Jesus was crucified. There's no one in there that says there's anything real godly or any of the business about that, right? So,
Right.
but then the Jesus rose from the dead, and 3 days later he walked around showing people the holes in his hands and all this business, and then after that he rose bodily into heaven, unless I'm mistaken. Okay, but Jesus didn't die on the cross. Like other people, normally, as you mentioned, they just left him up there. They rotted, they died. It was not something, but in his case, they stabbed him so they could bring him down. And then they took him away. Well, if that's true, given that's true, I would propose that he didn't actually die from the stabbing. It was just a tiny little poke. They brought him down, took him away, tried to heal him. And then after a couple of days, other members of his group saw him. But, can you imagine how fucked up you would be? How swollen your face and how all that you'd be after going through what the Romans had done to you and survived? You'd be hard to recognize. And yet he's going, hey, here, look at the holes in my hands, right? Okay. And then because of infection, he dies shortly thereafter. This all makes more, it dies anyway. And then he rises bodily into heaven. It all makes more plausible sense than any notion that he actually went to heaven. There he is. Yeah. Did you restart your router? Did you bless it? Did you pray over it? Jedi mind trick?
What rituals did you put? Tongues over it and everything. Yeah.
Okay.
Put some rosary.
Oh, y'all don't need me any more peace. I'm kidding.
Like, screw this.
Actually, y'all don't need me anymore.
Chris is like, I'm gonna get scoot out of here.
Oh, he wasn't kidding.
Chris, what the hell? Where'd you go? That's all right. We're at the helm. I'm the boss now.
Look at there.
I'm good with that.
Oh wait, Chris, you're blacked out, or is that me? Okay, it's you too. I was gonna say I don't see you. There you are. Okay, now you're muted. Now God's smiting you, Chris. See?
Yeah.
That is the price.
First he made you black and then he made you mute. You see how he does you, man?
Yeah.
That's right. That's the price I pay for being funny.
Yeah, play stupid jokes, win stupid prizes, Chris.
That's it.
Yeah, I know. I know. But it was funny, dude. It was funny. It was worth it. I won't say it was worth it. I like
was like, what the hell?
So, Darante, welcome back to this show. We found Ricky. We found Ricky.
Yeah.
Yes.
I offered my assistance in the event that you didn't come back.
Well,
We were pictures of men.
Okay, if y'all need a third person, I'm free. I'm not doing anything.
There was a fourth man in the fire. That's what
Yes, that's right. Shadrach, Meshach, Abednego.
yes.
Excellent.
All
So
along.
it was Deadpool. Let me ask you, Darante, man, I missed your show yesterday.
Ooh.
Didn't I miss your show yesterday? I did. I'm sorry I missed your show yesterday. Because I like to at least watch it. How'd it go?
Oh, it went great. We got through
Really
one chapter of Leviticus. One chapter.
Oh.
Chapter 19. And it was excellent. We had a really good time because there was so much in Leviticus. There was the tattoo stuff. This is that scripture for the 19. Don't cut your body.
Oh, really?
There was something that we got harped on. We also had our Instagram audience with us last night. So we streamed to them live too. So we had questions for them. So I gave them a lot of attention in the beginning.
Awesome.
But no, we had one hell of a good time last night. I don't know what it was, but my plan was to make it through 4 chapters, and we couldn't get through 1 chapter. Damn, I feel like I'm back in the charismatic church where the Spirit of the Lord just moved so strongly. I couldn't even finish my sermon. You see how that was?
Yeah.
But no, we had a good time, man.
That's fantastic. I'm glad to hear it, man. I had yesterday was a blur, and of course I got Ollie. We got Ollie. He wherever he's at. He went to the place and got all prettied up. He's way over there. He laid further away from me, so I have to get more effort to go get him. Thank you for the $5 super chat. Raven says, "Hi Ricky, quick favor to ask. Can Chris use that lounge behind you? He needs the casting couch to audition for other atheist shows." There you go.
There you go.
Oh, there's even a Spider-Man blanket on there for you.
Awesome. Is it waterproof?
No.
No. Oh, well, it's just a thought.
You can use it for cleanup, though.
Okay.
Is that webbing or is that?
What's that? Is that webbing?
or
Sticky substance.
Okay, I get you. Well, that's naughty talk. Can't talk like that on the show. Atheist catching. Good morning, left-handed Jedi. Thank you for being here this morning. All you wonderful. I've been so busy. Evan Sachs, thank you for joining us. Infidel, troublemaker extraordinaire. Thank you for being here. All you wonderful people. And of course, thank you, Ricky, for being here with us today. Chris is coming in the assless. There you go. Man, I want to mention all my chaps are assless. Well, find chaps with asses. That's the challenge.
Now I
Find
realize I
chap
don't
with
know what
asses?
chap is.
Chaps
Is a
is
chap
things.
a person, or is it the thing that the stick has?
It kind of is. It can be. Chaps are things that cowboys wear over their blue jeans to keep the horse, right? And it's a fetish thing to where they wear chaps and then no pants, and your ass hangs out because you're supposed to wear
So is
pants
this where
with them.
chapstick comes from? Was chapstick originally for your
Close.
asses?
Very close, Darante. I think we just had a
Different kind of lips.
history lesson. Yeah, different kind of. That's right. That's right. Women do ride horses.
I wonder if those get chapped too.
You know,
That's where the chapstick comes in. He caught up. He caught up.
I
mean,
that's it. Now it all makes sense.
Oh
Imagine
man,
if you
you
ride
guys
a
are
horse
wonderful.
long enough as a woman, it would eventually start to.
Yes, I guess.
yeah, like it's either a really good time or a really aggravating.
Really
time.
bad time. Yeah. You know, I've heard that there are many, forgive me for going this direction. I've heard that there are many ways that a woman can have, a girl person can have the hymen broken.
Oh, breach.
One of them is by riding horses.
I have heard that.
I've heard that too. Yeah.
I saw
And
that in a movie, I think.
There's kind of a question of, I wonder how often or how many times in history a woman has had that happened and faced repercussions of that later.
Oh yeah.
Right? How often?
Probably.
And I also wonder if that has something to do with the reason why they ride side saddle instead of riding, regular.
Not
in some
everybody has
cultures.
that either.
There
do
might be
they?
something to that.
That's
I don't
true.
know.
Oh no, not all cultures do that. No, but
But no, I mean, not everybody has a. Does everybody have a hymen? I didn't think that was like a.
Ooh,
well,
everybody
that's.
thing.
I don't know, something every woman was born with.
I thought so too,
But
and I thought that's part of
Of
the
course, I'm
reason.
just a
What that's
boy and I'm dumb, so I don't
Right.
know.
No, I
also
don't know.
think
That's something I
everybody
should
was
look
born
into. I
with
just
no
thought that.
foreskin.
I thought that was like
just
one
the
of
way
those.
it came.
I also heard it
not
grows back
everybody
after
has
7
it.
years.
I don't know. I'm gonna have to look that up now.
well. See,
Yeah, I am
okay, so
interested.
my understanding, and ladies, forgive me if I'm wrong. That is it. Now here, I'll just say, all girls
No,
born
not
have.
every woman.
Right. Okay. Right. So, but that's the whole basis of what virginity was based on throughout the Old Testament and all of these things. They would literally go look and see if the hymen was intact. The thing with Mary being a virgin, they literally had some woman go look to make sure that she was still a virgin. How did they measure that bar? What bar did they measure that by? Her hymen, whether she had a hymen or not.
And not all women have hymen.
So
Nope.
maybe if not all of them have them. And then of course there are more than one way to lose that delicate little flesh of skin there. You can lose it by riding a horse or by falling down as a kid on your bum. I mean, there's so many different ways that you could
Riding
have
a
this.
bike. You ever ride a bike and then accidentally that stinking woo lordy.
Yeah. You ain't got to have a hymen for that to be a song
a
singer right
feeling.
there. Oh, yeah.
That is a feeling.
Yes. So those are just
Look at
kind of
the
some
trees.
thoughts.
So really, not every woman
Look at
has one, huh?
Hymens are delicious. Oh my goodness. I don't know if all of them have them. I don't know. I don't know. It's just not, I'm not a, but I do, that's
No,
kind
it
of a
says that-
generalization.
It says that only 85% of women have them.
Yeah.
If
Oh
that.
shit! What else don't I know?
But see, but
Right?
those
Yeah,
are
like
kind of
that.
things that,
Wow.
right. But
I'm
things
wrong
like
about
that
so many things.
bring it to mind that what happened to the women who how did they gauge virginity throughout history?
Right. If you
Well, I
maybe
thought was
just
the
naturally
presence of a
didn't have
hymen.
one, but that's an assumption that
Right.
you should have, and like, oh my gosh, you must have had sex, and now you're dead.
Wow. That's it. Yeah. That's kind of the question we're asking. That's an interesting question. Okay, I am going
Male
to, we're
ignorance strikes again.
It does. It does. You know, women, we really need to invest so much more money in female biology and research. It's crazy. My hymen didn't break with the guy I lost my virginity. It broke with the second guy I slept with, and we were so confused.
Wow.
Yeah.
Poor fella.
Yeah.
First guy. Yikes.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Raven said hymen scented candles. Yeah, I don't know if I had. I don't know if I don't think I had one.
Hymen scented flesh candles.
Well,
That's
I know for
crazy.
sure I did not have one, so that
No
mystery is
hymen?
solved.
It's
No hymen for me.
Trying to get back. All right. So
Ben Shapiro should listen to this conversation.
I don't think Ben Shapiro can handle this
I
conversation.
don't think he could. I don't. He wouldn't get a lot of it. I suspect. Much of it would go.
Hymen.
All right, guys. I'm going to run a tiny little commercial. Let's come back in 2 minutes, and then we'll do the Theocracy Watch.
Oh, yes, sounds good.
Are you feeling the world is leaving you behind? Do you look at all the pseudoscience, rumors, and wild speculation on the internet and wonder, why can't I do that? Well, friend, you can. We can help you. We are Conspirowin. Conspirowin has a long history of helping anyone with a hidden truth. We will get your message out. The conspiracy theories you see today all started out with one person's vision. The moon landing hoax was launched by a NASA engineer whose manager didn't okay his vacation request. Conspirowin was there to help out. Christianity started out because one little girl named Mary got pregnant out of wedlock, and Conspirowin saved the day. Now, the virgin birth is accepted Catholic doctrine. You may be thinking, but my idea of the center of the earth being made of ice is far-fetched. No one's going to believe that. In a world where people believe windmills cause cancer, we say no dream is too big. Conspirowin will take your fledgling idea and feed it to our YouTube, Twitter, and TikTok operatives. And these savvy social media professionals will raise doubts with the prevailing scientific consensus. They will say no one has ever seen the planet's core except Jesus. And science is wrong all the time. That's why science has theories and not Jesus. Within 30 days, we guarantee you CNN will run a story on how your conspiracy theory isn't true. We will also give you 100% assurance Fox News will say your crazy idea about the Earth's core being an icy ball is true. Follow your heart. Listen to the voices no one else can hear. Team up with Conspirowin.
And we are back. Yes.
Yes.
We all survived the Conspirowin commercial. Will we survive the conspiracy overthrowing our government? Fun for the whole family for another conversation. But we do have Theocracy Watch with Rion. Here we go. Let's see what she's got to say today. Let's enlighten us.
You're tuned in to the Atheist Morning Show on the DAM Network. And this is Theocracy Watch.
Good morning, everyone. Today is March 6th, 2025, and you're watching Theocracy Watch, where we keep a vigilant eye on the intersection of politics and religious influence in our society. So just a few days ago, on March 4th, 2025, President Donald Trump tweeted plans to revoke federal funding from educational institutes that permit what he terms illegal protests or perceived as anti-Semitic activities. Recently, that definition has been updated, but it is a topic for another day. He further warned that student protesters could face expulsion, arrest, or deportation. Columbia University, for instance, is under scrutiny with federal agencies considering halting $51 million in contracts and reviewing its eligibility for over $5 billion in federal grants. And legal experts argue that such actions could infringe upon First Amendment rights, as protests, regardless of their viewpoint, are generally protected under free speech. The threat of losing federal funding might pressure universities to suppress student activism, potentially stifling open discourse and debate on campuses. For instance, during the Vietnam War, student-led demonstrations across the U.S. helped shift public opinion, pressured politicians, and played a key role in ending U.S. involvement. And I wanted to bring that point up because it was something that Michael had mentioned yesterday when he was here on the show as a guest. So what we should be doing is familiarizing ourselves with the First Amendment and the legal protections it offers for peaceful protest and free speech. The First Amendment protects freedom of speech, assembly, and the right to petition the government. That means peaceful protests, even ones like that the government dislikes, are constitutionally protected. Organizations like Foundation for Individual Rights and Expression, FIRE, works to uphold free speech rights on campuses. The ACLU, also engaging in dialogue and participating in discussions about the balance between government and the church establishment and protecting individual rights and free expression. So y'all, that has been your Theocracy Watch. Please stay educated, stay free. And that's all I got for today.
Awesome. Super easy.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you for that very much. There's a lot that's going on in the world right now, especially, and a lot of distractions. How much of this is just a distraction? How much of it is not, Raven Lunatic said, I exchanged, let me do this. I got to do it. It's poetic. You know how Raven Lunatic can be. Come on, man. Damn it, man. I traded my hymen for a diamond. And Raven, thank you for that. Raven, I told Raven it sounds to me like the start of a love song. Yeah. And Raven said I could use that in my
love song.
Like a country song.
Yes.
I trade my hymen for a diamond.
Yes, I can see it. I can see it. It's
I met my man while working at Hooters. I'm a bad person. I'm going to country hell.
Pretty much.
Wait, that's where I came from. That's where I'm from.
I'm already in Country Hill.
I'm already. Where are you, by the way?
One hell
Ricky?
of a country.
I'm in a south central Pennsylvania. It's a
PA.
rural area, very red area.
Really?
I had at work, I met an anti-vaxxer, and he went off about how the government's been pumping poison into our bodies for years and killing our children. And then in the next sentence, he said, and now we have measles back all of a sudden. I thought we got rid of that. I'm like, you're so close. You are so close. Just connect those two little
Dot.
Oh, you're right
Where
there.
does it
man.
hurt?
You're right
It
there.
hurts right there. Yeah. These people, man. These people. Oh, my goodness. That's a great story, though.
Wasn't that one of our recent topics about measles coming back? I thought we had discussed that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, that was part of what me and Darante got into our disagreement about, was like
It was.
the who to
my
blame.
Yeah.
And I've learned, here's the thing one thing I've learned is that it's phraseology. Blame is useless.
Absolutely.
Accountability is something else. And really, whenever I use the word I'm looking for blame, really what I mean is I'm looking for accountability. And I need to watch my words, because to be more specific, that's what I'm looking for. And more people will agree with me. Yeah, well, blame, not so much. Blame doesn't do a thing. Blame just jacks people off. Accountability. And that's what we need. So thank you we had a super chat, I believe. I was ranting. Or was it a new subscriber? Oh, Raven Lunatic for $5 says, with all you on screen, it looks like a Brady Bunch reunion. Here's the story of a lady. Lady.
Now we're going to need the theme tune.
There's a dated reference.
I always thought they were like
really is.
seriously in an underground cult or something. Like something was seriously going on in that house at night. You know?
Yeah.
A little strange, huh? Marsha.
Right. Oh man, I didn't like any of those kids. None of them.
No.
None of them. I did enjoy the movies though.
Really?
Oh yeah. I don't know why. It was because they were goofy.
Because they're ironic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was always wondering, like, what are they really thinking? They can't be this dense. Something. This is a cover.
Have you met white people? That was before he really met white. I understand. That's one thing he got around us.
No, one of my friends, like when I was a pastor, one of my friends bought bought me a book. It was like How to Understand White Folks or something. I wish I could find that book again. It was a birthday present. It was the weirdest thing I had ever gotten as a gift.
Good luck on that one.
Right?
That sounds awesome.
I don't know that you're figuring that one out,
I
but
would just read that and be like, yep. True.
Hashtag truth.
Me core for real though. Yep.
yep, that sounds about right.
It does. So I want to kind of remind everybody that if you're after the show, the link will take you over to the Punk Apostate show.
Yay.
Go check him out. Subscribe to him if you're not. Then an hour after that at 11 o'clock Central, man, I hope I'm getting these times right. I hope ACA uses Central.
Oh,
I think they do.
Late to ask. Too late to ask. In the past, they have. So I'm kind of... so an hour after this show is over, I will be over on the ACA helping them with their... they have a fundraiser going on and a new help build the community kind of thing. And, you know, I have some thoughts on that.
Ooh, that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, I'm going to actually do top 10 ways you can help build community. I'm actually going to mention Darante and his efforts and their growth, and secular humanist and their growth, and all kinds of the damnation, of course, and our growth. And I want to make suggestions. You know, I'm shit at growing my own channel, but I'm pretty good at helping other folk grow theirs. You know, so that's the plan. We'll see how that goes. I'm looking forward to it. It'll be my first time being on the ACA. Wait till they get a load of me.
wait till they get a load of you.
Yeah, they got just a 24-hour stream though, looking for some support over there. And you know, if you can.
My first and only time on ACA was with Matt Delani, and first time I ever met Matt either, and my very first call-in show period ever.
Wow.
Like,
Wow.
I was a nervous wreck. I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna
I would too.
with
Yeah,
Matt Delani on this. Okay, it's fine. I'll be okay.
this is normal.
It ended up being fine. I was just like, can I do like a practice run or something first with not Matt Delani?
Yeah, that's actually I think what they have normally. The nonprofits is a way they kind of help people. The other channels is how they help people grow and learn how to, you know, host channels. They start you out at nonprofits or Truth Wanted, and then Talk Heathen and Atheist Experience, unless they're missing a host or some business like that. You know, they moved me up, had me on Truth Wanted. That was the first place I ever started over there. It was great. I had a great time. It's where I met Kelly Lawson.
It was, I think I started Talk Heathen, then Truth Wanted, then the Atheist Experience.
Yeah, so they're a lot of fun. Chris George says, to a Darante Lamar podcast, Bob Marley, before passing, converted from Rastafarianism. Very interesting text there, Chris. Yeah. This show is actually turned into a podcast every day after the show.
Right.
I don't know how that works. It is. I don't know if people listen to it. But that's something I need to cultivate going forward, maybe down the road. Trina says, I've tried many times over the years to watch the AC. I really can't stand Matt. Yeah, there's you know, that's kind of...
Yeah.
Matt's not on there anymore.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know. Here's what I know. This is what I like to say. Not everybody appreciates that aggressive style. And that's fine. It works over there. That's one of the things. In fact, we have a poll going this morning, and the poll in the chat is this: the question is, do you enjoy the lighthearted morning show? Yay. That's what we bring. There are places out there, there are Christians out there who need to have their asses chewed. Mm-hmm. And Matt Dillahunty is there to do it. He's, you know, we're all on the same side in a war against the theocracy being imposed upon us. And I don't want to judge the way Matt Dillahunty does his business because I don't want Matt Dillahunty judging me and how I do my business. I just want to lift each other up because we're all under attack. That's how I see it. So
I agree.
Yep.
Everybody has their place.
Yeah.
In this
Matt bought me a pizza, so I will defend that man into the grave.
That's all you gotta do.
I'm a cheap whore. That's all it takes.
And I you know,
follow
honestly,
you into hell.
It's funny because when I'm on the line, one of the weirdest compliments that I get is that, oh, Darante is so nice, and I'm like, oh, that is so odd that people think that, because Yikes. One of the things that I love about The Line is the way that Matt rips people apart. That was like one of the reasons I was comfortable being on the show because, you know, I like it all. So to Chris's point, like we're all out here fighting, you know, fighting the battle. My thing is, if you don't want to be that person, don't be that person. You know, but please don't, you know, don't disregard the people who see it necessary to do that work, you know. We all fight these battles different ways because we've all been attacked by these things in different ways. We can all stick our finger in the same socket, but we can't control how we're going to feel that electrocution and how we're going to respond to it. So those are the things that we have to keep in mind. And so I love it. I remind people all the time that everything isn't for everybody. Things that are good for you are actually not good for me. Like some onions are actually good for you. I cannot eat them. I cannot process them. My body cannot process them. Peanuts are technically good for you. There's several people who are allergic to them. So I wish people would be more mindful of that nobody else exists for your preferences. Your preferences are for you.
Amen.
That's true. Now here's
Christians.
Preach. Here's one thing I want to say is that one of my goals, I would really enjoy this to become a legitimate morning show.
Yes.
With real advertisers and all that business. And you just can't do it with that kind of language.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? I wouldn't even be against being picked up by some form of network or something, because that's the goal, is to grow this message as much as I can. Now, so that's one of the reasons why I limit the cussing on the show. I hope other people do as well. And also because I monetize the streams as well.
I'm trying to watch myself. It's hard.
No,
You're doing great.
a little bit is fine. YouTube is okay. A little bit is fine.
Yeah.
But they will pay you to not cuss. You know? And so will advertisers. So I want to build up that kind of thing. And that's kind of my goal. And it's a lot of voices, a lot of different, helping other people grow, helping other people make their way. And however Matt and them do it on their side, you know, it works. As long as they're, you know, it works. I'm just happy everybody's on. I don't want to be in the middle of some big argument between their channel and our channel and this and that. And who cares? We don't need those kind of problems. Those are not the kind of problems we need. What you got, Darante?
Absolutely. Hey.
You was laughing.
Oh,
Share with the whole class, man. Share with the whole class.
I was trying to keep up with the chat, just watching the different opinions on Matt. Matt is a hot topic, apparently.
He is.
Oh, man.
But that's kind of the deal. As I was mentioning, I don't mean anything to anybody. It's just that.
Yeah.
It's just that. Oh, and here's the thing. I got my morning show. It's lighthearted. I want to get that going. Someday, though, you know what I'd like? I'd like to be on one of those other call shows. You know why? So I can unleash, so I can get on there. If you've seen me, you guys saw me a while back. I've done that. I'd love to get on there, and I will tell them, I will cuss at them, I will unload. That's just not what this place is for.
Absolutely.
You know?
Yeah.
And it would be not, people will be like, oh shit, Chris is going to be on with Matt Dillahunty and they're going to cuss at people together. People are going to go, I want to see that. They're not going to go, you know, that's what I mean. When I unleash, I want people to go, oh, let's go. It's like, wait, Bob Barker is going to go, or, you know, some wholesome, you know, have you ever seen that picture of, what was his name? He used to, Mr. Robinson?
Rogers?
Mr. Rogers, you know, have you ever seen that image of him flipping off the camera? And you're like, whoa.
Oh,
wow.
I want that. I want that.
Yeah, that's kind of what you get whenever you get me over on one of those other shows, and I have the license to say whatever I want. And then you got Christians calling into saying stupid things. Yeah.
That's going on a thumbnail. Mr. Rogers flipping off the camera, that has to be on a thumbnail.
It has to. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's
It's a
there.
good photo.
Yeah,
Classic.
Classic, right.
Well, I'll tell you what I'm going to do is I'm going to run just a shorty little commercial, just one of our, maybe our little Christmas. Oh, for those of you who haven't seen our new Father Flanagan's inflatable altar boys commercial, I'm going to run this commercial and you should probably see if you recognize someone. And then we're going to do our scripture with Darante here in just a minute. Is our humble parish tired of constant litigation? Drained by bloodthirsty lawyers, sucking the collection plates dry? Well, no more threats of jail time and public humiliation. Try Father Flanagan's line of inflatable altar boys. Cute little fellas, eyes and mouth wide with surprise. Complete with lifelike tears. Father Flanagan's line of inflatable altar boys coming to a Walmart near you.
See
So
there.
yeah. No, they didn't. They didn't.
Oh, good.
We
Love
heard. They
that.
didn't hear. Yeah. So
That outfit.
did you notice a difference? Oh, you like that outfit? That's my naughty Father Flanagan now. So,
I feel like
so
you
now
and the evil one are getting your use out of that.
she's been naughty. I'm just saying. But now Father Flanagan's in the house. We haven't found Wild Bill yet. So if I don't find Wild Bill soon, we're gonna have to go find Wild Bill. He's probably hanging out at a Western store somewhere. We'll have to go find him there. But yeah, so Father Flanagan is in the house. Just thought y'all more to come of Father Flanagan. I just knocked that out as a test. Really, that's not even that was just a test to see how well Father Flanagan did on the camera. I think he did good. He didn't get nervous.
I
or
think
anything.
so. I think it worked perfectly. I liked it. Seamlessly, even.
Yes. Thank you for that. So there you go. All right, now let's go ahead and let's do our little thing. I'm gonna hit this button. We're gonna do scripture with Darante, or the scripture of the day. It's time for a scripture with Darante. Oh,
Welcome back to Scripture of the Day, the segment where we open the Bible and ask, was this a divine revelation or was somebody just having a really bad day? And folks, today's scripture, Jesus throws a full tantrum on at a tree. So the man who walked on water, fed thousands, and healed the sick has beef with the plant. Let's talk about it. This is Mark chapter 11, verses 12 through 24. It says, the next day as they were leaving Bethany, Jesus was hungry. Seeing in the distance a fig tree and leaf, he went to find out if it had any fruit. When he reached it, he found nothing but leaves, because it was not the season for figs. Then he said to the tree, may no one ever eat fruit from you again. And his disciples heard him say it. In the morning, as they went along, they saw the fig tree withered from the roots. So here's the scene. Jesus wakes up hungry. He sees a fig tree in the distance and walks up to it, expecting some breakfast. But surprise, surprise, the tree doesn't have any figs because, and I quote, it was not the season for figs. So what does Jesus, this Prince of Peace, do? He curses the tree. That's right, folks. He verbally assaults a plant. He straight up says, nobody is ever eating from you again. Now,
is that wrath? Is it wrath? If that's wrathful, then he sinned and he's not pure.
That's right.
I'm just saying. Pardon me. I'll let you go on.
And this wouldn't be the only time we see him get wrathful. And so he tells it. He says, nobody's ever eating from you again. So he's out here getting mad at botany. You know, like, bro, it's not even fig season. You're the all-knowing Messiah. You should have known that. Imagine walking up to a pumpkin patch in March, not seeing any pumpkins, and just going, curse you, stupid plants. This is what Jesus does. And then the next day, the disciples pass by, and boom, the tree is dead. That's a whole ass miracle wasted on a petty grudge. Like, people are out here suffering, and Jesus says, nah, my priority is to clap back at this tree. And let's not skip past the fact that this is the only time Jesus uses his divine power to destroy something, not to punish corrupt leaders, not to fix injustices, but to kill a tree for existing in the wrong season. For this cause was I manifested, is what he said, and that is to destroy the works of the enemy. Who knew that the enemy was the fig tree the whole damn time? And I gotta say, this is giving bad service energy. You know, Jesus really pulled up like, I demand to speak to the tree's manager. And it makes me wonder, is Jesus a Karen at this moment? Like, this unreasonable nature. And here's the real kicker. Christians will tell you this is just a metaphor about faith and prayer. My guy kills a whole tree over breakfast frustration. That's not deep, it's hanger. So today's takeaway, if Jesus can rage quit over a tree, maybe, just maybe, he's not the perfect, all-knowing, all-loving Savior people claim he is. That's it for Scripture of the Day. Stay skeptical, stay informed, and remember, if your Messiah curses plants when he's hangry, maybe it's time to pick a new role model. You know what I mean?
Maybe.
And that's it.
Maybe. Thank you for that. Yes. Very awesome. Yeah, you know, I actually have, I created a video recently. I've been using some AI to try to do some easy videos that I don't have to put my face in a light for. And one of them came up with some really good graphics for that whole Jesus being hungry things. Oh man, if I could find it quickly, I will show it to you. I want to say hello to Math Pig in the chat again. Math Pig, nice to see you.
Yes.
Yeah, welcome back. I was gone from the community for many years, Math Pig, and then I think when I came back, you burn out or were gone. I may be mistaken. If I'm correct, welcome back. It's good to see you. We need all those voices out there, crazy as you may be. Good morning, Tomcat. Thank you for joining. Hungry baby Jesus. That's right. And Savion Quotes ask if they are the youngest person in the chat at 19. I think possibly. I don't want to think I'm the oldest. I'm 53. I just turned 53, so I may be the oldest. I don't know. Me and Raven are right there, close and close. Oh wait, Raven's a few days older than me. In fact, wow. Raven was hatched before me by a few days. Geezer. Just saying.
Oh, that was dope.
Okay, so let's see. Cancel that. Okay, so now let me just kind of catch up with some people and find out. Hey, Senior Ricky, what's going on in your world? Do you have any new shows you're going to be on or any of that business? I'm going to put you up on the screen and let you talk at us.
No, I don't have anything really planned. I am going to be doing a, probably at the end of the month, like the 31st or something. I'm going to be doing a discussion with a friend of mine, Eric Best, and the two of us are going to be talking to inspiring philosophy and I think Than or someone else. We're going to be talking about like the authorship of the Gospels and things like that. So that's the only thing that I have planned so far.
Okay, well, good to know. Good to know. Real quick, thank you. We got a new subscriber, Adrian Belgrave. Thank you for subscribing. Math Pig, not burnout, just bored. Understood. I get that too. Thank you, Tomcat. Appreciate you. And then Adam says, Chris Mallard, what's your opinion on the Ash Sunday spectacle in the U.S. Congress yesterday? I've had a headache lately. And I don't see any point in instigating it any further than I must. So I haven't been paying attention to the politics any more than I have to. Don't worry, my friends. It'll get there, whenever. Remember, the dice are on the carpet.
Do we have a lot of Catholics in Congress?
Do we have?
I don't even know what happened. I feel stupid.
I don't either.
Have to look
it's Ash Wednesday, so they're wearing the ashy dirt on their head thing.
Yeah.
So that's just what.
I knew we had a lot of evangelicals in Congress, but I wasn't aware that many evagelicals participated in Ash Wednesday.
Yeah. How many? Well, is it just a way to suck up to a large group of people? If they're yeah.
Maybe it's like, I'm special. Look, I got something on my head.
It's actual virtue signaling.
Like the kente cloths a few years ago. It tracks. This is Congress's thing.
I'd be like, hey, you got something on your head? Yeah. Did you see that?
Dude, it's 2025. Why do you have dirt on your head?
Right. Truth. Good morning, Adrian Belgrave. I'm just trying to see what y'all atheists be talking. Adrian Belgrave says, I'm just trying to see what y'all atheists be talking about. That's a great question.
Life.
We be talking.
Yeah, we be talking stuff. I was showing on my poll earlier. You missed it. Yeah.
Yes.
Ash Wednesday apparently is our conversation on the moment. Thank you, Vic Liv, for shouting out the channels.
Well, Nomad gave us a better alternative, and that's Hash Wednesday, which I am all here for.
Hello, lady.
Hash Wednesday.
You have my attention.
You got my attention now.
Yes.
Absolutely.
I was curious about, you had mentioned inspiring philosophy. He's gonna be, are you debating him or?
I think it's going to be
he's just there.
Just a discussion.
Oh, okay.
I've had a talk with him a couple times. The one that we did a TikTok live together and talked for like an hour and a half. It's up on my YouTube channel. Good conversation. I can't really stand him, but
I can't either. That's why I was curious.
Yeah,
I really dislike that dude. Every time he makes
I didn't like him as much at the time.
Guys, he's here. He came back. Sorry. Different conversation. Sorry, Darante. I couldn't help, man. It couldn't. All right. Adam gave us $7.49 Polish zlotys for a cat image. Thank you, Adam. Much appreciated. Great to have you with us. Baffo Jr., I haven't been to the church in like 15 years. What do they even talk about these days? God, I expect. Money a lot. Yeah. That's kind of you're either an evangelical Protestant or a Catholic. I mean, people, they literally had wars about this.
Yes.
And yet you'll see your Protestant politician rolling up with a Catholic thing on their head because they're sucking dick to the people that don't know the difference.
Yeah. It's like, hey, I think you're supposed to put it on your nose, guy. That's where you missed your nose.
Right.
You missed your days.
Yes. You guys ain't right. Good morning, Professor Plank. I see the name in the chat. I saw you, Pinkle? Professor Pinkle. Interesting name. I saw that earlier.
Hey, I got a little something I can share that I've been working on.
Ooh.
Okay. All right.
Just a little picture. I'm not sure how to share my screen.
On the page place, there's a little share button.
There we go. Okay. So I made a Facebook group trying to find like other skeptics and things, like-minded people in my area.
Ooh.
That
is
Love
dope.
it.
See, it's like a play on the A for the atheist, but it's a C. So it kind of looks like a backwards question mark. It's for Chambersburg. It's where I live.
You're
Oh.
great.
So, and this is our downtown in the background. So I put that up on the like Facebook group.
Trying to get
Okay.
more
Yeah,
people
trying to
involved. I love
see,
that.
trying to gauge how many people are, that are like-minded in this area. And there's enough. I'd like to start like doing in-person meetings.
Yes.
Okay.
That's the way to do
That
it.
is fantastic. I know this guy. He's may actually be able to help you do some of that. His
I've
whole
heard.
bag is about like making community in-person boots on the ground. What's his name? Is it Darante? No.
Right there on the
It's on It's there almost. I'll tell you what, I'll get with Darante. Maybe he can get with you and you guys can skip because he's all about that. And Facebook, building community, in-person community and all that. That's exactly right up his. He may be able to bring some weight behind your little group. That'd be
I will
fantastic.
definitely pick his brain.
Yes, indeed.
Yes. You can find him on the internet. Just search his name somewhere.
Oh, nice.
man.
Raven Lunatic said for $5 said I would call all you wonderful four hosts fantastic, but don't want to infringe on copyright, so I'll just call you the flatulent four. There you go.
Flatulent 4. I'm not mad at it.
At least I mute my mic if I fart. Come
It
on.
works. It works.
You mute yours? I turned the gain up on mine.
I put some
I don't
reverb
want to
on
miss
it.
any of this.
I don't. Yeah, nobody wants to miss any of that juiciness. I mean,
Oh no, that's
I didn't hit those taco huts for nothing.
That's definitely an alert to have a change of underwear nearby. If
It is.
juicy. That's not a good sign.
It's not
I
a
want
good
extra
sign.
beans.
Real quick in the chat, Jesse Bear. Yeah, I'm familiar with PA non-believers. I've met with them a few times. I know the leader, president, whatever you call him. Yeah, they make their way down here every now and then, but the problem is it's like 5 or 6 really old people.
Yep.
Which is why I titled my group Franklin County Young Skeptics, Non-Believers, something. But it's not exclusive to young. Can be any age. But I wanted to there's a definite lacking in that. Like the only atheist group I could find in the area has like 5 people in it, and they're all old.
Yep.
And a couple of them are crazy, just straight crazy. So
Well,
Yep,
here's
I've
the
seen
thought.
that.
Let me without trying to vilify fellow atheists,
yeah.
as I mentioned earlier, without doing that. Not that you were,
Yeah.
but I'm fixing to.
Just a warning.
About 10 years ago, 12 years ago, no, damn. Yeah, a long time ago, I came to Albuquerque, and I'm an atheist. I just wrote a book and all this stuff, and I wanted to meet up with the atheists, the Freedom from Religious Foundation, so they could all gather in awe and wonder at me, because I'm an atheist who wrote a book. And it was very difficult to get in, to get to talk to the people. And then when I got in, it was just, I just went to a meeting just to kind of see what it was. And just like Ricky was saying, it was, I took a video, and the reason why I took a video of the room was so I could count the gray heads later. There's one, 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 there's one. And that's everybody. Oh, there's a 20 something over there. You know, and that was the extent of it. They had no real desire to meet or group outside of that. And I moved on. Now we've got Brent A here. He's looking to meet in person. Maybe they're doing something here, the Freedom from Religion Foundation. Maybe they're finally getting some meetings going. Maybe our group and their group could collaborate on getting stuff done together.
Yep. It's definitely a need.
Hallelujah.
It's a real need.
Yeah, but the last time I was there, it was a golf club. It was an old man's club.
Yep.
Golf and martinis kind of thing. You know, I mean, I don't think any of the people there probably had the money for that, like me. But you know what I mean? Because I don't either, is what I meant. But you know what I mean? It's just kind of the younger community needs to be brought into this. The young people need to be.
Agreed.
Yeah, we need to cultivate that. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Always. Fresh blood is something that Christians have long realized is important, which is why they indoctrinate their children from a young age and get them baptized so they can't break out of the system rather easily. So,
True.
I mean, I don't want to do that, you know, under duress to children, but making them aware of the alternative is probably important.
And there's also just the fact that many churches are secularized in a way that the secular community fails to do. Right. So like when I was in the church community, like I didn't like the churches that were outdated. If I walked into a church and I could tell how old the church was by the back of the room by counting the gray hairs. This wasn't a church. To me, that was a dying church. Right. This was a church that was dying. I don't want to be a part of this. You're not excited about what you're doing. You're not reaching anybody else. This is a country club. This is not a church that's excited about changing lives. So like that's one of the ways that I judge churches. So the churches I ended up going to are the ones that other people considered too worldly, because those churches had screens, those churches had guitar players, they had full bands, they weren't doing choir music. These churches had baseball teams, they had basketball gyms, they had skating rinks and stuff like that. And I'm looking at the secular community, and we look just like the old Methodist churches. When I go into many of our events, it looks like stuff that I wouldn't have went to, you know, as a person, as a believer. It looks like just like some of the same churches that I would have walked in and say, oh, yo, this is dying. And that makes me wonder, how has the church done so well at secularizing their message? How has the church done so well of humanizing their message? Having Super Bowl lads, Jesus, he gets us. And the secular community has not put that type of creative innovation into our messaging. We haven't put that type of secularism. Like, you know, we and it's the organization aspect. Yet, that's right. Yet.
Yeah. One thing I have to say, we do have to, I feel, give them just this, that they have a lot more money than we do.
Oh yeah.
But as our groups grow, we are doing stuff. I'm seeing a lot of coin get tossed around here at some of these atheist gatherings, getting people moving, and it's good. And I feel as the results of the fallout of the politics, what's coming, the results of that is going to bolster our side of things even more. People who wouldn't normally ride with us are going to be riding with us very soon.
Absolutely.
People are going to be looking for a safe space, and they're not going to find it at church.
That's right. Absolutely.
That's true.
They're going to be afraid of church.
That's it. And I remind people that there are so many people in church, and I think Chris has mentioned this before too. There's so many people in church who are only there because they have nowhere else to go. They have nothing else that's committed to giving them a routine that's focused on personal growth and community development. That's a need that superstition, you don't need superstition. You don't need religion to meet that need. That's something we can do as humanists and as atheists, as non-believers, agnostics, whatever the hell else we are.
There's something else we got to figure out. And I'm as guilty as anybody else. And this is what it is that We've got these people who are like, we need to build community. So I'm going to build community. I'm going to build a community. Wait. There's already a community over there.
Yep.
They're already building one. And yet, rather than go help build theirs, you want to build your own.
Yeah.
We are all guilty of that. There's a group called Black Non-Believers. Why is Darante building his own group whenever there's Black Non-Believers over, and he could be joining and building their group? No.
Isn't for Black non-believers.
No, I get that. There's lots of reasons. No, I got you. But you see, I'm just saying there's so many ways that our groups could merge together.
Yeah.
And we should, rather than being somehow we need to figure out, because we've got so many people who want to be their own head. Part of the reason why I developed the Daily Atheist Media Network was because I wanted to be on these other shows and they wouldn't let me be on the other shows. So I was like, you know what? I'll just build my own damn show.
Yeah.
You know, it's not like I'm capable technically and I'm personality wise, you know, embrace me or I'll run beside you, one or the other. And, but I would rather have just been on the other shows, had the Daily Atheist Morning Show, because that's my show. Ain't nobody else got that. That's me. Now, I'd rather somebody else come, hey, man, I'd like to be on your show, rather than going and starting up a big fancy Daily Atheist Morning Show. You know, anyway, we just the notion that there are all of these people out there trying to do the same thing. And I was watching Secular Rarity this morning, and they had somebody on there talking. What they were talking about this morning, pardon me, Secular Rarity, if you're watching, for not remembering the other guy's name. What he was talking about was in our area over here, what we're doing, we're trying to build a community.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're trying to build a kind of community because there's so many people out there who are used to having that church atmosphere, the fellowship, the music, the love, and they just can't get it without the God. And so what we're building is a community that does that. And I'm like, well, why don't you just go help Darante build his?
Yeah.
Because they're already doing that.
Yeah.
That's their whole goal. But these people over here are going to spend all the money and effort and graphics on people and all those things when Darante's already doing that. That's literally their same mission, is to be a branch of their church. Work together as a group if you're going to do the same thing. Run a competing atheist morning show with me. Don't run it as a competing. Run it with me.
Right.
Run it over there. Some people are like you, some people like me. We got it together. Let's promote each other. And that's kind of more my thinking.
I mean, at the very least, be affiliated. At the very least, instead of working in fragmented corners and being siloed, be affiliated, so that way we can benefit from each other's wins and losses. We can learn from each other. Someone can say, hey, we just tried this over here. It was a smashing success. Maybe you want to try this there. Or we tried this and this failed. It flatlined. Do not repeat. And that's it. It's that organizing, that network effect of working together and being able to learn from each other. Yeah. And you're right. There is this thing right now of, I see somebody else doing something. I think I want to do that. And instead of me finding a way that we can work on it together, whether we actually merge or not, but can we work together? Can we be affiliated? Can we be associated? Can we work together? A lot of that is not happening right now. And it's unfortunate because, as you said, we're losing in the money realm, right? But we're losing in the money realm because we don't know how to value people. If we knew how to value each other, if we knew how to value, we'd have the money, because the money comes from people. If we'd organize ourselves. But you'll hear a lot of organizations talking against the idea of organizing ourselves, talking against the ideas of being more closely affiliated. And it's like, well, that's why we don't have the money. It's like those old advertising commercials. It's like, well, you should pay for the advertisement. Well, we can't afford the advertisement. Well, how do you afford the advertisement? We get more people. Well, how do you get more people? You need the advertisement. And so the secular community is in that same place. We don't have the money. Well, how do we get the money? We need more people. Well, how do we get more people? We need to organize. Well, we don't like organizing. Well, what do we need to do to organize? We need more money. Well, you can't get it until you get the people. But that's not gonna, we're not gonna repeat the Pope situation. There's not gonna be a one person who just builds this great thing and it becomes everything that everybody bows down to. We are going to have to learn how to get together in the trenches and squad up and work together. And it's killing us right now. You know, it absolutely is.
Yeah, we've got Producer Wes's question: how do we build a community without groupthink making us lose independent thinking? Here's what I wouldn't want to happen. I wouldn't want us to be under attack from every corner and decide, you know what, we're not going to join forces because we don't want to risk having groupthink.
Right.
I don't want weak little excuses like that. No offense to Wes.
No, I agree.
I'm not saying, you know what I mean? I'm just saying it's like people come in here and say, oh, this is an echo chamber. And what they mean is it's an echo chamber because they can't say any shitty thing they want to in our chat.
Yes.
They can't come in here and trash trans people and do all that. And because of that, it's an echo chamber. No, it's a dialogue. It's a wonderful debate and discussion place as long as you follow the rules of decency.
Be productive.
You know,
absolutely.
it's not And so this notion of but for us to go, and just let everybody in and let everybody say any ugly thing they want because we want to avoid the possibility of being considered an echo chamber.
Yeah.
Like this groupthink, trying to avoid groupthink. No. Sometimes, groupthink is a psychological term I understand.
Yes.
It doesn't always apply.
Right.
You know?
Absolutely.
Sometimes right is right, and so many people see that right is right that they follow that right. You can call it groupthink, but it could also just people doing the right thing.
And groupthink doesn't just have negative connotations. There is positive aspects of groupthink as well. For people who are concerned about groupthink, like this is the thing. This is what this is what I like to do my work in. If you're afraid of groupthink, don't groupthink. Like what we have to stop doing is stop making other people responsible for your independence. Like nobody else can if you walk into a situation and you decide to just attach to what everybody else is thinking because what they're thinking, that's not a problem with the group. That's a problem with you.
That's
Only we as individuals can protect ourselves from things like that. We can't make that. The moment we decide that that's other people's responsibility, we've already submitted ourselves to be controlled by other folk. So I would just say, like, that's an unsubstantiated fear unless we've already told ourselves, no, I just want to think what other people think. I just want to make sure it's not groupthink.
Right.
Again,
I don't want people trying to use psychology terms to keep us from doing what we need to do.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, it's an echo chamber. No. Here's your echo chamber right here.
It's an echo chamber. It's a church.
You want to call it an echo chamber? Fine. You'll find.
Atheism is a religion. You know.
Whatever they want. Yes, perfect. I want to stop just for a moment and say thank you very much for giving out the memberships, Raven Lunatic. I actually gave it to the right person this time. Thank you, Raven. Yeah. We appreciate you. More people get to see our crazy message.
Raven's balling out over there.
I know, right?
I know, right? Right. I very much appreciate it. I mean, Raven picks on me because I'm short, but he's a sweetie. He gives great hugs. It's just the pinches. You got to watch for the pinches.
Peach.
Thank you very much for that. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to give the people the goat, and I'm going to fill up my coffee cup, and we'll come back in a couple of minutes, and we'll finish out this morning, and we'll see some things.
Yeah.
Sound like a plan? All right, let's do this thing.
Sounds good.
Have you sinned again? Oh, and it's bad this time. A chicken just won't do. But wait. You don't have a goat for your burnt offering. Oh no, the Lord's wrath is upon you.
Insignificant person whose name I don't know, you have sinned. Probably. I shall smite thee.
What do you do? You're all out of goats. She left you for another man.
Fear not, my wayward child. Introducing Father Flanagan's line of goat-scented flesh candles.
No goat? No problem. Just light one of these bad boys and let the sweet, savory scent of burning goat flesh rise up to the heavens.
Is that goat?
It's easy, it's fast, and deluxe models even have patented technology that produces a goat screaming sound as the wick burns.
Father Flanagan's line of goat-scented candles. Save a goat, burn a candle.
Father Flanagan's line of goat-scented flesh candles are part of our You Do You Jew interfaith outreach program.
When you sinned and need to atone, light a candle and avoid the stone. When the Lord requires that hundred snow, light a candle or you're going to hell.
It looks exactly like the one. Look.
Oh,
it looks like my chair.
It does, doesn't it? It does. I didn't realize that. The AI did all that. I give it a description, have some ancient Arab
Oh yeah, I
dancing
just thought it
around a
was
candle.
nobody cares. I just thought it was funny. I was like, hey, that's so familiar.
Well, no, I think it's funny how the AI generalized that
Right.
and created that based on.
Yes.
I just said an ancient Arab or an ancient desert man or something. That's all I used. I didn't give it any specifics. I didn't say an ancient Jew. I didn't say none of that business.
I know.
I wasn't
AI is
smart
really
enough
good
for
at
that.
generalizing. It's
Yeah,
so
it
good
is.
at
You got to
that.
watch that shit, don't you? You got to kind of keep it between the lines.
You know what I like now? At least it will. Before I struggled to get it to give me an image of like a person of color, but now it
Oh
readily
yes,
will-
yeah.
Sometimes
it was
it'll
rough.
do it without even asking for a skin color. It will just give,
Yeah.
which I like because I was like, this is kind of weird.
Oh, I spent plenty of time cussing AI out. Like that ain't what we look like. You know what I'm saying?
I see you, Jesse
Like,
Bear. Bet Jesse Bear's looking for some pickle cam, and I hope she's talking to you.
Yeah.
I think she's talking to you.
Where did pickles go?
I don't have a pickle to show you. I can't
Nope.
show you my pickle.
Oh, there's a joke in that.
Well, we got to step up, Darante.
Right? You know, hey,
Whip out
that's right. We stepped up.
Show me your dill.
They asked for pickles and we provided. I am not ashamed.
That's
I
how
am
it works.
not. That's right.
They demand, they receive.
They demand. And we did temporarily lose Ricky, but he will be back. He's outside.
Yay.
I think he's tearing up his lung bags, wind bags, or something just like that. I don't know what
His
he's doing.
windbags.
His windbag. Jesse Bear says she's just here for the puppies. You know, Jesse,
That was-
there are so many things I gotta get my store up to date. And one of that involves taking some of these wonderful things that Left-Handed Jedi and Jesse have given me and put them on a shirt and then finish some graphics for them. I'm looking forward to doing that. I'm going to do that hopefully soon when I get around to it. Cherry pickling. Cherry picking.
There she
Adrian.
is.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
Okay, there she is. Let's look at pickles. There's
Pickle.
pickles.
Come here. Come here. Come here. Right here. Just come. There we go. Can we see you?
Look at pickles.
It's a pickle. No, you keep pickle your head, your big head. No, you move your head over here. Move your big head, pickle. Stop giving me your butt.
Man.
Hi, baby. Hi. What you
Where's
doing?
Pickles? There's Pickles.
There she is.
Oh my goodness, there's Pickles.
There's that
Pickles,
beautiful
Pickles,
little
Pickles,
baby.
banana. Oh, isn't she so cute? She's got some pity in her.
Oh, she's the pity.
She's
She's the biggest
she's
pity.
a vicious, horrendous, huge animal is what she is.
She got a big head. That's what she has. A big head, right, pickle?
Daisy looks like a miniature pit bull.
Oh, yeah.
With her head shape and all that. With you got she's so
Yeah.
small, you know, she's tiny about this big.
I love this face. I do. I love
All right.
this face.
Adrian Belgrade said he has to go do that voodoo he does somewhere else, or they do somewhere else. I'm sorry. Have a great day, Adrian. Be safe, send safely, my friend. We'll see you tomorrow.
Safely.
Yes.
Or not.
And it looks like I'm going over here. Katie Dotson. Good morning, Katie. How are you doing? I didn't get to say hi when you came in. Nice to have you.
Katie.
Katie. So today, like I say, after the show, what's going to happen is, I guess it's kind of got the good that you guys got me all fired up on this, because after the show, I'm going to take a tiny, super tiny little break, and then you guys will be ported over to Punk Apostate Show. Don't miss that. He's fun. And then an hour from the end of this show, I'll be over on Atheist Experience.
Yes.
And what I will be doing is I've got a top 10 ways we can build community. That's what they want me to talk about that. So I'm going to have to find out how long, what's my time limit here? Because I got a lot of words. I got many words to say about this.
Lots of words.
What we have, yes. Now, Darante has all kinds of stuff coming up. Ryan, do you have anything coming up?
I
than
do
one
not.
show?
Not that I know of. No, I don't
Not
think
yet?
so. No, just I mean, I have a few videos I'm working on. I just haven't been feeling good, so I'm hoping
All right, I'm back.
maybe today, tomorrow. Welcome back. Today, tomorrow, I'll start
Hey.
feeling well enough to start recording and getting
Okay.
stuff together.
I absolutely understand. I am well behind the ball. That's why I was trying to create that AI content, because it gave me an opportunity to just sit in a dark room and make something, you know, and not, You know, oh man, but I gotta, it's no substitute for the real me in front of the camera going, you're going to hell and you're going to hell and you're going to hell. So I got to record that before, you know. Welcome back, Ricky.
Yeah.
Welcome back, sinner.
Enjoyed my little breaky poo.
There you go.
And safely, hopefully.
Am I back up on screen?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
You are. Yes.
Oh, there it is. My feed is super lagging.
Oh, you're good. Trina says, I'm still here, sitting safely in the office, sunshine outside, and I'm stuck in this dreadful building. Yes.
Oh, you got
Trina.
sunshine?
Where's sunshine?
What is that like?
I know. We just have a lot of rain right here.
We have sunshine and wind.
Rude.
I know
It's going to be
right?
kind of warm. Let's see where I'm at. Today's going to be, pardon. Come on, go gadget computer.
In pain.
Any other time, man, you'd be popping up and all up in my grill, but no. There we go.
In pain. That was like a dope song back in the
I know. I still love that song.
Yes.
Yeah, it's supposed to be almost 70 here today in New Mexico, or my part of New Mexico. So,
I
yeah, look at
wish.
me.
Good Lord.
I know. I'm very excited. Let me check my poll real quick, and then we'll we've got a few more minutes. We'll talk.
While you're
more
doing
about
that,
what's
I
going
do have Jason from Dragons and Genesis and I this Sunday night are doing part 2 of our content creator masterclass, if you will. We did part 1 a few weeks ago, and he wanted to come back and do part 2. So we are doing it again this Sunday, March 9th at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time.
I love it.
That's nice.
I really do. I'm excited to watch.
Yeah, I watched your first one. Now, I want to mention it's almost entirely upon audio
Oh yeah.
and making the audio. Now, I want to say, if you go back and watch that, pay attention. There's some knowledge being dropped. If you
Oh yes.
do not know enough about audio, if you're not sure about how to pad your room or make things sound good, there are limitations we all face. Darante's, he's in an echo chamber kind of. He's
Yes.
doing the best he can. But you fix the sound first. Go back and watch this video. It's very good. I look forward to more. I'm more of an advanced person, so seeing the audio part was, I was like, okay, I got that. Compressor,
Yeah.
yes. Noise suppression, yes. I'm good, man. I got you. But I'm looking forward to more of Dragons and Genesis Jason dropping some knowledge on us and making all of our streams
Jason's a good dude. He's smart as
I
shit,
know.
too.
Yes,
really
he
is.
is, man.
I know. Every time he comes in my chat, I'm like, dude, don't say smart shit, because then you make me look dumb.
Throwing curveballs at you.
Jason's awesome, man.
Professor Pinkle, good morning again, says, Ricky, I love you, dude, but you underperformed in your debate with David on History Valley.
We were talking about that earlier. He threw so much batshit crazy things at me. Like, I didn't know what to respond to first.
Yeah, yeah. That's
Like, but he didn't back up anything that he said with any information or data. He just said a bunch of shit.
that
And yeah, I couldn't respond to all of it.
That
Yeah.
tracks.
And again, it was that feels to me difficult to argue against, because again, it is just like an exercise in what could be, and I could tell you a lot of what could be's if you
Yeah.
want to sit down and like listen to me for a few hours. You know, I could definitely take you on a wild ride if you want to go down that road.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alex Ignat says classic Gish Gallop. You know,
Throw what sticks.
yeah, and Professor Pinkle says he did throw so much at the wall. That's true. A well-used tactic. Yeah, so maybe he did that good. It's just, and that's part of the problem why a lot of us don't really, the debating thing.
Yeah,
it
because
almost
like
doesn't matter.
that shouldn't be a tactic that's allowed in a
Right.
debate space. That's
Right.
what I don't like about many of the debate spaces. Like stuff like that needs to be called out for what it is, because if it's not called out for what it is, the people who are watching thinks that this person is using it as being intellectually honest. They think that this other person is, and that's why they'll say stuff like, oh, well, this was a well-used tactic. This wasn't a well-used tactic. This was just a barrage of garbage. That's not a tactic. That's foolishness. And in a space where we're supposed to be debating to get to a point of truth, that shouldn't even be allowed. But because we've become so sensationalized and we've become we've become so strong consumers of pseudo intelligence that now if anybody says anything that tickles our fancy, we say, ooh, they won. And it's just like, yeesh.
I will say though that I would have done a lot better if I had been taking notes.
Yeah,
It wasn't.
Yeah,
So now I
that
know in
that
the
was.
future.
I think as
notes.
like if you were doing the debate too, like whoever is the person running it, I think in order for, again, because this is just a kind of like what could have happened, you have to like be the person to say, okay, you said this, like Ricky, what do you have to say about, like, kind of bring everybody back and, okay, well, take the 1 point, let's stop talking about 20, take
Yeah.
1 point, and let's go toe to toe with that one
Yes.
point of view.
Moderation.
Yeah, exactly. Right. I could have said that with one word. Moderate. Thanks, Darante.
Oh man. Oh man.
Well, there's a lot going on. We've got a lot of opportunities.
Yes.
And hopefully we can take advantage of all these opportunities. I'd like to see Ricky's channel grow. I'd like to see we need to get Michael back on the show again.
Oh, yes.
That was fun.
We've got a lot of content creators. One of the things that Michael was talking about was that, hey, he'd like to grow his channel.
Yeah.
We know a little bit about that sort of thing, and I invited him to come join us to help him grow his voice. And so we've got other people out there who are going to do the same thing. Punk Apostate wants to play, he said, so he's going to join us and learn about how to do other stuff, and we're going to do our part to grow our community.
I know someone who I think would be perfect to have a guest on the show. His name's Arch Radish, Chad Ryan.
Oh yeah.
He survived the IBLP cult. He was in the documentary Shiny Happy People on Netflix.
Real?
Oh man.
Really?
And so he's got a crazy story to tell, and he's also just a hilarious guy. Like he's
Not only hilarious, he just knows a lot, and he is very charismatic, so he can tell a story.
Oh, I like that.
I'm saying he would go fit well on this channel.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. That sounds like fun. Well, you know how we like to get those sort of people. Funny,
Good people.
not too funny.
Not funnier than Chris.
Yeah.
That's right. We have rules.
You don't want to be dethroned.
Yes.
That's right. Until it's time. I can't wait till the day I just run in the background and just run everything. But you know what? I gotta say, that'll never happen. That will never. Where I sit contently and just switch cameras in the background, make sure you guys got nope. I got too much to say. I got too big a mouth. I be breaking in. Hey now. I remember I was doing call screener for Skeptic Haven one time, and they had someone on the chat on the show that was the host was, I was disagreeing with what the host was saying on the show, and rather just being a call screener and minding my own business, I'm like, well, wait a second. Whoa. I can't bounce you, but if I could, I'd moderate your ass. So I don't play well as a supporting role character.
Chris.
Yeah.
It's funny.
Like
Like
showdown.
I didn't want to be out front. Like I'm actually sort of averse to that, and it's not because of anything like falsely humble, like or anything like that. It's just because I got other stuff that I want to do. You know what I'm saying? Like I got. And like, so I actually hate being out front in this way because it takes me away from a lot of the other things that I want to do. So I am looking forward to the day where I get to disappear again. And like, it's just a whole bunch of other people out front and I'm somewhere in the background doing that voodoo that I do, trying to take over the world.
Well, see, I can I be more honest, more specific? I actually get that.
Yeah,
I could see continuing on and letting the Daily Atheist Morning Show grow and develop without me, and just be somewhere else cashing the checks, right? You know, the yachts and all that business from the George Soros money. I can see doing that. I just can't see like being here, have control,
being here,
be part
and
of the
not
game,
being in there,
and not being in there. Yeah, like put me in, coach. Put me in. Look at that stupid son of a bitch. I can say that.
If I'm here, I'm gonna have to say something now. You know.
Yeah.
Now, as a former pastor, I definitely get that. Even when I had guest speakers and they do a wonderful job. All right, I still got to say something though, because I'm here. Like if I'm not here, I don't got to do anything. But if I'm here, oh man, I got to tag on a little bit. I got to sing something or do something. I'm here, So I definitely get that.
Somebody needs to see me.
Oh man,
and my Lord, yes.
I have a special place in my heart for those people who like only want to do the behind the scenes, like Wes in the chat. Like, just want to like be in behind the scenes, like control everything, like do like y'all like the unsung heroes that don't get enough praise.
Absolutely, yes, that's true.
Like, having somebody who can handle all this stuff while you're doing the show is
that's a lot of work.
Luxury, really is.
Yeah. You know that Kyle Durante's got Kyle over there, very helpful and running.
Yes.
Kyle and Muttley, and I've got our moderators and people who help out here. Man, where would we be without them people? If I had to shut down the show and address every jackass that came into the chat, we wouldn't have a show. The moderators are so fantastic. I very much appreciate them.
Yes,
Good morning,
you.
Sapphic Hazard, troublemaker extraordinaire. How are you today?
Behind the scenes stuff is fun.
His messenger says Darante has already lost against me, and see, that's perfect. That's a perfect example. Darante, do you need to go get some like aloe or something to apply to whatever burn?
This is funny. Like
This
Lost
is exactly
his
point.
messenger?
Yeah,
It's okay.
it's what we're talking about. These
You're
people
clearly
just
really
make
bent out of
shit
shape
up.
about it.
Yeah.
I've never had a conversation with this person in my life. He's a random YouTube troll. But he is more than welcome, or they, I don't know what they are more than welcome to call next time I'm on the line. I'd love to have you on the call. But as far as me debating you, I do not debate people who have imaginary friends. I only engage in debates about things that actually matter and have utility. If you have an imaginary friend, there is no way I am going to dumb myself down to put myself on the same stage as you as an academic equal. I will not insult my intelligence in that way.
Ooh. Damn.
And he said it.
I might though.
Bumper sticker. Because of your card.
Now call me on the line. Call me on the line. I'll be there.
Yeah. Well, you never know with these people. It could be one of those instances where you were on the line, they already spoke to you, and now are claiming they defeated you. That could be literally what's happening. Wouldn't surprise me at all. Would it surprise anybody?
They do stuff like that.
They do that. Yeah.
Yep.
Yes. You were defeated. Like that time they defeated Forrest.
Oh yeah.
On evolution. Poor Forrest.
See, like Christians' idea of defeat is just like their idea of God. It's absolutely useless. So when they say I defeated somebody or I
It's
won,
imaginary.
It's imaginary. It has no utility. They can't go. They don't even get a freaking badge for it. You don't even get a cookie for it. It's just something they can say for themselves. And it's like, this is why I'm like, oh, these poor fellas. Go back to the sandbox.
Poor fellas. Yeah.
We'll call for you when we need you. Oh yeah, that used to be my number one bot response. That poor fella. It's just so amazing. And people would argue with the poor fella response. That's all it's saying. It's poor fella. And I'm like, you're not calling me poor fella. I'm a rich fella. Poor fella. I'm rich in Jesus. Poor fella. So that's all you got to say, huh? Poor fella. So you're just not gonna talk to me. Poor fella. You're running away like a coward. Poor fella. See, I outsmarted you. And I'm watching the script and laughing my behind off. Like, damn,
they're driving up.
This is proof that these people don't know when they're talking to themselves. It's proof.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yep. Right. I've kind of gotten to where they'll say something and I'll be like, wow, it sounds even crazier when you say it, doesn't it? That's kind of been one of my copy paste responses. Wow, it's even crazier when you say it. Or it says crazy when you say it like that. Just kind of point out. Because if you sometimes step back and go, what did they say? And like, wow, man, this guy should be selling a pencil from a cup on a street corner somewhere. These are really, whenever you read their comments, it's crazy. Wes says, Paul, I don't want that much power. Paul is here? Is Paul here?
Paul?
Oh
yeah.
The one who gave us Jesus?
Oh, that Paul. One of the things is somebody was saying that, and I really appreciated this, is they were saying that Paul, was it Paul? I think it was Paul. Paul was nothing more than a Joseph Smith.
Yeah.
Some guy who come by and claimed that he's had the message between God and he just wrote new stuff. Nothing more than that. Just another Joseph Smith.
I mean, he literally replaces Matthias, who was the apostle chosen to replace Judas. And mind you, they chose him by casting lots, but we'll just gloss over that. Just wherever the dice fall, that'll be the next apostle. Like, that's how your religion handles things in its infancy. That's how the true church handles things. Let's get some chicken bones and throw them on the floor and see which one they land on.
Well, here's the deal. Now, I'm just going to, not that I'm going to be the what do you call it? the devil's advocate in this one.
Yes.
Yes. Now here's the deal. God's not going to speak to you directly, but if you drop the dice down, he will point you in the direction he will. Right.
That's it. Yes.
Yeah, there you go. That's as good as it gets. As good as you're going to get.
God can move the dice.
There you go. I mean, he's God. Surely he can. It's less obvious than actually come out and say, do this thing. To just throw it out there with the dice. I mean, I'm just saying.
Little do they know there's a Jedi in the crowd just like making the dice. Oh, look at that. I won.
Yeah. I think it's funny. You'll watch these people and they'll be like, there'd be so much carbon dioxide in the ark that it would asphyxiate all of the people from the poo.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, come on, man. You're using like logic and science. This is God. Surely God would just not make that stuff disappear.
Oh, man.
Come on. You're not working with me as a God. I'm saying the apologists aren't trying hard enough. That's what I'm saying. We could do better.
I was I still maintain quite a bit. A few of my friends who were pastors maintain relationships with them for a few years. I remember the last conversation when I had with one of them where I said, like, I can't be friends with these people anymore. And it wasn't even something political. It wasn't. We were having a conversation and we were talking, and he was like, "What are you reading?" I was telling him some things I was reading, which I think it was a book by Sam Harris at the time. Letter to a Christian Nation is what I was reading. And he was like, I was just reading something the other day about Noah's Ark, man. And, it broke my heart because I started thinking about Noah had to be out there and see all of them people and dinosaurs dying in the flood. And I was just like, you know what, man, I got to go. I got to go. Like, nope, I'm getting.
That was maybe an opportunity, though. That could have been an opportunity to bring him to the light.
Oh,
but
man.
Here's something you can think about. Here's the deal. Put yourself in that situation. It's Noah. The flood is coming. You bring the animals in. You shut the door. The rain happens. You ride it out. You're not sitting out on the bow looking at the people drowning in the flood.
No.
It's not like a party or nothing. You go inside and you just kind of ride that shit out. So don't worry your little Christian brains on it, people.
It's crazy because out of all of the Christians who come up with things to worry about, none of them worry about the innocent children and babies who died. None of them. That's never at the top of their concern.
They just overlook that important fact.
Yes.
It'd be like so messed up that God made Noah watch that happen.
Yeah, how
God did that at all.
Poor Noah.
Oh, yes. Oh, man.
That is fantastic. These people, again, go ahead.
I'm sorry. I was going to say that JWs used to teach us that Noah went out and like witnessed to people, like kind of like what we used to do door to door.
Oh, while they were dying.
Yeah, to tell them like, hey, you got to get on the boat or you're going to die. And they laughed in his face. That's not in the Bible.
Oh, no, that's not in there.
Yeah.
It's not in there, but I didn't know.
Convenient.
I never knew that until like a couple years ago. I was like, wait. Reading the story, like, hold up. Where's the part where he goes and tells the people? So God never gives anybody a warning, but Noah, what the F is that?
Man.
I think I even remember that from the old like black and white Noah movies from the 60s or something. Noah was talking to the people. They're like, and they laughed and stuff like that. And then I remember that. I don't remember ever seeing that in the book. Does it say now there's a whole bunch of different.
The whole point of God speaking to Noah is because he wanted it to be a secret. He didn't want anybody else to know. It's like, Noah, you're the one that's been selected. Today is your lucky day. Everybody else is going to die except for you.
He gets that secret, like Enki gives is it Utnapishtim the secret to
yes.
the boat? Like there's just a secret knowledge.
I hated that boat.
Get, and the rest gotta go.
Yeah,
off with their head.
That's the thing I like to tell people when they go to church is you're told what the Bible says first, and then you're encouraged to read it.
Yep.
So you're literally given rose-colored glasses before you start reading to protect yourself. So.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's what's crazy, like, so reading the Bible after all these years and like finding new things in it. You go, I'm reading it for myself now. I don't have to make the Bible say anything. I can just let it say what it says. Yeah. And it's an infinitely more fascinating book when you read it that way.
It is. Yes.
Enjoyable that way.
It is.
All right. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and wrap up the show. I've got to prepare for another show shortly hereafter. I want to thank everybody for Rion and Darante and Ricky. Thank you for stopping by.
Yes, thanks. Ricky.
Thank you for having me.
filling in for Darante, the slacker.
I know it, right?
Darante, we had these visions of you beating your computer or your router with a stick.
I thought that was going somewhere else. I really did.
No, this is not a tubing moment.
No.
Not a tubing moment. I'm just saying. If you know what I mean.
Earlier.
If you know, yeah, we already got the poll thing here. So I want to do our super chats. Thank you, Raven, for the $5 super chat. Says, hi, Ricky. Quick favor to ask. Can Chris use that lounge behind you? He needs the casting couch to audition for other atheist shows. Yes, I do. Thank you for the super chat, Raven. Raven said with $5 with all of you on screen, it looks like the Brady Bunch reunion. Here's the story of a lovely lady. Was it lovely? It was lovely, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
I hope
Lovely
so.
lady.
It could have been ugly. That works too. Ugly lady.
It does.
works.
Adam gave us a $7.49 cat sticker. Thank you very much for that. And then Raven said, I would call you all wonderful four hosts. Fantastic, but don't want to infringe on any copyrights. That's like my least favorite of all the shows, too, the Fantastic Four. I'm like, why do they keep even trying to remake this? I don't get it. But we do get to call the flatulent four.
I like.
Yeah. And thank you for the 10 gifted memberships. Were you here? You were, yeah. Ricky, have you seen the deal where we were going back on a show and she happened to make that noise and my wife thought it was me farting on stream and she just hee-hawed. She thought that was the funniest thing.
No, I must have missed
My
that.
wife, yeah. It's just something, I'm sitting here, I'm like this, you know, and it even kind of looks like a grunt to squirt it out. And then it even looks like Rion kind of goes, and then she says something else, and then but really when you go back and watch it, she did the. I didn't know that she had done that. I don't know. All the rest was about whatever else we were talking about,
That's
and
funny.
I probably was just shitting myself. Who knows?
Sorry, guys. I like making noises.
That's all right. Okay, so thank you all for joining us. Now, the show, whenever I kill the stream, should just shuffle you over to the Punk Apostates channel. Go over there and tell Brentley I said hi, wave, tell him the old goat sends the damn kids, and go over there and give them hell. And then in an hour or so, be over at the ACA and watch me. I've got a link here. I'm going to put a link in the chat. So, damn it, don't paste. Control Z, damn it. Control Z.
Damn it.
Damn it, Jim, I'm a doctor. Okay, so I'll put this thing here, and you can come over to the ACA and watch me be on the ACA for the very first time. Yay. I know. Thank you all. Thank you, Darante. Thank you, Rion. Yes, well, we'll see. They may kick me out. Y'all, wait till they have to hear what I have to say. You guys have a wonderful day. Send safely, my friends. We'll see you later.
Bye.
Awesome.
Got a house that smells like old cheese and shame. Father Flanagan's flesh candles change the game. Goat-scented thrills for your soul's delight. Light it up, baby, make your room right. When you've sinned and need to atone, light a candle and avoid the stone. Smell the goat in a holy zone. Father Flanagan, here to set the tone. Confession booths, busy, no need to stress. Light a candle and forget your mess. Gross odors vanish like sins in the wind. With each wick, guess who's your new best friend? When you've sinned and need to atone, light a candle and avoid the stone. Smell the goat in a holy zone. Father Flanagan, here to set the tone. Lambs and calves may have their day, but goat's the scent that leads the way. Clean your slate with a sniff so pure. Father Flanagan got the cure. Turn your home into a saintly space. With every whiff, find redeeming grace. From your living room to the kitchen sink,